ABC Kinderteach presents My Steps, written by Sally Derby, illustrated by Adjoa J. Burrows. These are my steps, all 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can hop up from 1 to 5 and down from 5 to 1 on just 1 foot. Ooh, that's hard, hopping up and down the stairs on 1 foot. Ooh, really hard. Whenever it's a pretty day, I play on my steps while cars and buses swoosh down the street. Swoosh is a windy noise that cars and trucks make when they go by. And people walk by on the sidewalk. Sometimes I know the people and then I say, "Morning, Mrs. Johnson. Afternoon, Preacher Jones." But my mom always says, "Don't you go talking to strangers." So I don't. I look away. So she looks away so she doesn't feel like they have to say hi to her and she doesn't have to say hi back to them. At the top of my steps is the stoop, and that's this flat area at the top, where I play with my friend Essie. Every morning before Essie comes, I bring the broom out and I sweep away all the dirt and the ants and the bugs and the glass, if some got broken in the night. Sometimes when you live in the city, people may walk by and they may drop a bottle or a bottle of soda or something, and then they don't always clean it up after themselves. My stoop has sides, 2 walls made of bricks. When I was 5, I couldn't see over them. Now I'm so big, those walls are only up to here on me. So see how much taller she is now than when she used to be? Essie and I pretend the walls are horses and we climb up and ride. Sometimes when my mom's not looking, we stand on the horses' backs like the lady in the circus, so they're acting like they're circus performers. Springtime mornings, my steps are shady, cool, and hard and smooth. If I lie on the top step all down my back, I feel a shivery cool, which means it feels cool and it kind of makes her shiver. If I lie on my stomach, I see crooked cracks in the cement. I pretend the cracks are rivers, and you can see the little cracks in the cement here, right? Once I took a piece of green paper and I tore it into little pieces, and I crumpled up the pieces and made bushes all along the rivers. So she made these little pretend bushes along the fake rivers. Essie and I like to color. She sits on 2, which is step number 2, and puts her paper on 3. There's 3. I sit on 4 and put my paper on 5. That way we each have our own desk, just like in school. But if we don't put away our crayons, that old sun can melt them so they stick to the steps. It takes a lot of scraping when crayons stick to cement. Some days when the sun's so bright, it makes me squint. Squint is when the sun's bright and you have to kind of almost close your eyes, but you're still seeing. If I ask and ask, my mom brings out a blanket and hangs it from wall to wall. Then Essie and we have a shady cave where we sit and tell secrets so quietly. People walking by don't even know we're there. It's almost like a little cave, isn't it? I have another friend, that's Nicholas, and there's Nicholas right there. And when he comes, we all play Stone School. Here's how we play. I'm teacher first because they're my steps. I put my hands behind my back and hide a little stone. Then I put my hands out in front. Essie and Nicholas sit on one. That's kindergarten, for the first step. And they take turns guessing which hand the little stone is in, or little rock. When they guess right, they get to move up to first grade, and whoever gets to fourth grade first gets to be teacher next. Sometimes on summer afternoons, when the cement is hot through my shoes, the firemen open up the hydrant near my steps. The water shoots out and splashes down the street. Kids I don't even know come running till my ears are full of shouting and laughing. We get our clothes wet and our faces wet and our hair wet, and we kick and splash and run till the firemen close the hydrant. And that's what a fire hydrant would look like if they were to open it up to let some of the water out. After, Mom lets us each have a popsicle, and we sit on my steps in our wet clothes and forget all about being hot. It looks like they're really good friends, doesn't it? Summer is better than fall, and hot is better than cold. But I keep my steps clean even when Mom says it's too cold to play on them. Before school, I sweep away all the leaves. If the leaves were wet, I have leaf prints on my steps like shadow leaves. When I come home from school, the leaf prints are gone, but I have more leaves to sweep. So the leaves keep falling down day after day when it gets to be the fall. After fall, winter comes shivering in, which means it's cold out. I shovel the snow and scrape the ice, but that's hard. That's a lot of work for a little girl, isn't it? Look, there's a little kitty out there playing. When I finish, my mom says, "Girl, let me feel that muscle." So she's saying, wow, you must be getting really strong. Even in the winter, I'm glad I have my steps, all 5 of them. And when I come back from away, which means like school or someplace else, I run up the steps like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I push open the door and I shout, "I'm home."